Vishwaya children. Good morning. Hope you are all fine. Stay home, stay safe. Okay. Now, I would like to ask you, do you love animals? And do you consider them as human beings? Okay, very good. Nice. And do you have pet animals in your home? Okay, some of you will have pet animals in your home. And generally we keep dogs as pet animals, right? And surely that love between that dog, the pet dog and the master is exactly a magical one, isn't it? See, I experienced it because I have one pet animal in my home. It's a dog and it's very affectionate towards me and all other members in my family. Okay, especially the children. So if you have a pet animal, you will surely feel that magical love, right? So I think some of you have pet animals in your home and you have to share the experiences with us, right? So don't worry, if it is possible, you can share your experiences in our class. Okay, right? Now, today we are moving to a new lesson, our fourth lesson, and the title is The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. What is the title? The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. Okay, and it is written by William Elliot Griffiths. William Elliot Griffiths. Who is the writer? William Elliot Griffiths. Okay, let me write. The ashes that made trees bloom. Okay, and it is written by whom? William Elliot Griffiths. William Elliot Griffiths. Okay, see, this is an American writer, a famous writer in English, and he is from America, and he is a lecturer also, William Elliot Griffiths. Okay, right? And the story, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom, is an adapted version of a Japanese story. Okay, the story is an adapted version of a Japanese story, and this depicts that the bond between humans and animals can't never be broken even after death. What's the theme? The bond between human and animals can't never be broken even after death. Okay, that is the story's theme. And here in this story, we have a couple, a husband and a wife, and they have a pet animal, a pet dog they have. See, this couple are very kind, honest and hardworking. This husband and wife are very kind, hardworking and honest, and they have one pet animal and it's a dog and its name is Muko. What is the name? Muko. The dog's name is what? Muko. M-U-K-O. This is the name of the dog. Okay. So here this couple don't have children. Okay. So they are considering this Muko as their own baby. They are considering this pet animal, this dog Muko as their own baby. Okay, clear? Now, the neighbors of these couples are very greedy and cruel. Got it? The neighbors of these couples are very cruel and greedy, and this cruel and greedy mentality of the neighbors caused the death of this pet animal Muko. Got it? See, the cruel and greedy mentality of the neighbors caused the death of this Muko. Okay, see, but what happened, after the death of this Muko, this pet dog, the spirit of the dog come to help its master. Got it? The spirit of the dog, after the death of the pet dog Muko, its spirit come to help our master, this couple. Okay, so that is the story. Now you are very anxious to hear the story, right? Let's move to the story in detail. Okay, ready? Okay. Now, before you read, This is a story about an honest and hardworking old couple and their pet dog. Okay. The neighbors are troublesome and the dog dies a sad death. The spirit of the dog gives solace and support his master in unexpected ways. Clear? See, it's a story about an honest and hardworking couple. I told you, and they have a pet dog, right? And the neighbors are troublesome. Troublesome means what? Causing difficulty. The neighbors are making difficulties for whom? These couples. And the dog dies a sad death. The dog got a sad death. Okay. The spirit of the dog gives solace and support his master in unexpected ways. Solace means what? See, solace means consolation, giving in great sadness. Okay, time of great sadness. That is called solace. So, the spirit of the dog gives support to his master in an unexpected way. Okay, clear? Now, ready to hear the lesson. The ashes that made trees bloom. See, in the good old days of the daimyos, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. Having no children, they loved it as though it were a baby. The old dame made it a cushion of blue cream, and at mealtime Muko, for that was its name, would sit it as snug as any cat. The kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice it wanted. Thus treated, the dumb creature loved its protectors like a being with a soul. Okay, so that's the first paragraph. Listen carefully. See, in the good old days of the daimyos, daimyos means what wealthy landowners in Japan are called daimyos. Those time was wealthy landowners' time, but there was a poor couple lived there. Okay, whose only pet was a little dog, who had a little pet dog. Clear? Having no children, they loved it as though it were a baby. They had no children, and so they loved this pet dog as their own baby. Okay. The old dame made it a cushion of blue crepe. Old dame means a old lady, elder lady we can say. Means here the wife of that master. She made a cushion for this pet dog. And what? Cushion of blue crepe. Crepe we can say silk-like material, that is crepe. So the cushion was made with the blue crepe. And at mealtime Muko, for that was its name. What's the name of the dog? Muko. So Muko will take rest on that cushion. See, would sit on it as snug as any cat. Snug means comfortable. It will take rest. It will very comfortable on that cushion. Okay. It will take rest on that cushion and it will take rest like a cat. It will be comfortable like a cat. Okay. The kind people fed the pet with the tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks. See, the kind people fed the pet. The kind people will give food to the pet with tidbits of fish. Tidbits means what? Small pieces. Okay, small pieces of fish. They will feed the pet dog with small pieces of fish from where? See, from their own chopsticks. Chopsticks means what? The spoon-like utensils we used to eat, that is chopsticks. So, they will use their own chopsticks to give food to this pet baby, okay, little dog. So, I told you that they are considering this pet dog as their own baby. So, they are using their same utensils and everything for this pet dog also. Is it clear? And see, and all the boiled rice it wanted. They will give all the boiled rice also for this pet dog. Clear? Now, thus treated, the dumb creature loved its protectors like a being with a soul. Thus treated, they treated that animal like this. So this dumb creature, dumb means which one cannot speak, that is called a dumb. This dumb creature loved its protectors, its masters very much. Okay, see, like a being with a soul. Like a being with a soul means like a human child. This pet dog loved its masters like a human child itself. Got it? So the first paragraph is clear, I think. Okay, now let's move to the second paragraph. The old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with hoe or spade into the fields, working hard from morning until Otendo Sama, as the sun is called, had gone down behind the hills. Every day the dog followed him to work, never once harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. For the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life, and often turned up a sword on purpose to give food to the birds. Okay, so here what is telling this paragraph? The old man being a rice farmer, the master is a rice farmer. The master is a farmer. Went daily with hoe or spade into the fields. I told you that master is a hard-working personality. Okay, so he will go daily to the field with his hoe or spade. Spade means what? Spade means the tool which we used to dig the soil. That is called what? Spade. So the farmer, this master of this dog will go daily to the field with his spade and working hard from morning until Otendo Sama. Otendo Sama means the sun is called so in the Japanese language. That is Otendo Sama. So here it tells like working hard from morning until what had gone down behind the hills, means the sun from morning up to the sunset. That farmer will work hard in the field. Okay, clear? And every day the dog followed him to work. Every day the dog, the pet dog, Muko, also will what? Follow this farmer. Muko will also go with this farmer, right, to the field. Never once harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. So this dog, this Muko, will never hurt the white heron. White heron means what? Heron, you know, the white bird which is a large bird which will come to eat fish from the field. Fish and worms from the field, you know, that is called a heron. So this dog will, that white heron will come to this, come near to the footsteps of this person, farmer, and this dog Muko will never hurt this white heron. Okay, it is what the Muko is also very affectionate towards all other animals. Okay, just like his master. So, and the white heron will come to pick up the worms from where? From the field. And Muko will never hurt those animals. Got it? Now, for the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life. See, the fellow, the farmer, the master of the dog was very kind towards all the living creatures in this world. He was very patient. He was very affectionate towards all the loving creatures in this world, and often turned up a sword on purpose to give food to the birds. Sword on purpose. See, and often turned up. Turned up means dug up. A sword on purpose. Sword means the surface of the soil. That is called a sword. On purpose means intentionally. To give food to the birds means the farmer, the master of this dog, will purposefully dig the soil. For what? To give food to these kinds of animals, birds and all. Means if we dig the soil only, the worms and other insects will come out of the soil, right? So that these kinds of birds and like things will get food from that, right? So that what the farmer will do, will purposefully dig the soil to give food for these kinds of animals. So what we got from this part of the story, the master is very affectionate towards what? All these living creatures in the world. Okay, and the pet dog also like that. See, what the master is doing, that the pet dog is also doing, and the master is very affectionate towards all the creatures in the world. So the dog is also like that. And the master gives what love to this dog, right, pet dog, and the dog gives what love to this master, and whatever the master do, the dog also follow that, right? So what we can say, we should be a role model, right? We should be a role model, then only others will follow us, then only others can what take as a role model, right? Consider us as a role model. So we should be lovable and we should be affectionate, we should be kind to others. Okay, that's the good value we are getting from this part of the story. Okay, clear? Anyway, let's continue in the next class. Okay, Namah Shivaya.